Have you ever wondered how football clubs finance their business? You've probably heard the term cash is king. Yes, a lot of football clubs use debt or service debt to get their hands on some cash, and that in the long run might not be the best idea. So there's two forms of debt that football clubs can utilize. Number one is called debt factoring, and number two is called secured loans. Debt factoring allows clubs to utilize future incomes such as revenue streams from broadcasting, merchandise, match day, etc. for the coming years to get their hands on cash right now. Whereas secured loans are used against big assets that they own, stadium, facilities, training grounds, you name it. And a lot of loan companies actually prefer to use that as collateral because that is a guarantee. Whereas revenue from merchandise, branding, from TV rights, that is not always a guarantee. You may have seen a lot of clubs do this. For example, Barcelona did it when they were pulling levers in previous years to allow them to buy players in the transfer window. They use future TV right deals to be able to service some cash. Now let's look at Manchester United, for example. In September 2024, it was reported that they only had less than 150 million in the bank, and Jim Ratcliffe even came out and said that Manchester United might be cashless before the end of the Christmas. Now of course he injected cash into the football club, but cash is always king in business. They owe over 300 million in transfers, including this summer they owe 154 million for previous transfers. And that's crazy because some of those transfers that they're still yet to pay off, they are looking to offload those players. So from an accounting perspective, when people talk about book value, PSR, FFP, the most important thing is that cash is king. So yes, Manchester United own the asset, and in this term it is the player, but they are yet to pay off the debt that they used to bring in the cash to actually buy them in the first place. Think of Rasmus Højlund, Antony. Now a lot of football clubs use debt leverage in order to run their business. And it's always more important the cash at hand that they have. But don't get it twisted, debt can be a bad thing. Look at Manchester United. They were brought by the Glazers in 2005 using debt that was then put onto the business. They've paid more in interest fees on the debt that they took out in comparison to the total of the actual debt itself. Manchester United is a self-sufficient business. They generate a lot of revenue like a lot of other football clubs because of TV rights, because of broadcasting deals, because of merchandise, because of sponsorship. But at the end of the day, the interest from all the debt that they accumulated is taking the profit right out of the business. Now we've seen what debt can do to businesses. Look at Lyon, look at Bordeaux, look at teams that have been punished by FFP regulations in the Premier League and in the Championship. And the worst thing about the debt sometimes is that you'll still be paying it off even though you've probably moved the player on.